Remember that time Seventh Heaven had a huffing episode?
I do.
Okay, that's my next thought that I wrote down this week.
I like it.
Adventure.
Yeah, adventure.
All right.
Let's have an adventure.
Welcome back to Watson James Don't Play. My name is James.
And I'm Watson.
And these are the only two characters unlocked right now. We're playing...
What we got?
We're playing Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee on Nintendo GameCube. Why? Because I have a Nintendo GameCube plugged into my computer right now.
Goddamn right. You can tell because the controller's shaped that way.
Yeah, you can tell by the way it is. This is a Ponderosa Pine. It's shaped like Godzilla because that's the game we're playing. What the hell? Who are you?
Does this take place in the VR Troopers universe?
I thought it was the All Your Base Are Belong to Us guy.
Oh, wow. I think he's going to introduce this Sunday's Toonami lineup.
Tom, are you okay? Tom, quit shaking your fist at me.
Can we speed through this? We have to watch this.
Oh, there we go. Cool.
All right, great.
Monster Island's under attack. That's all you really got to know.
Who's your favorite of the monsters, the kaiju?
Oh, out of all the kaiju?
I mean, sure. Throw them all out there.
Gamera.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Gamera's cool. Gamera's kind of like a dark horse, a little bit, you know? You don't really expect it from Gamera.
I'm a King Ghidorah guy myself.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I like a three-headed dragon. That's pretty fucking
It's
dope.
pretty cool.
I like he was in the latest Godzilla movie. Was it King of All Monsters or whatever? Did you like that?
Yeah, it was all right.
I like the new Godzilla movies. I feel like we don't talk about them.
So
They
here's
don't
my...
have a huge cultural impact.
I kind of feel like I was fooled with the first Godzilla movie.
Oh, where they killed Bryan Cranston 30 minutes in or whatever?
Yeah. Because it was marketed as...
A Bryan Cranston movie.
Right.
Right.
And then he just fucking dies. Bryan Cranston said, yeah, I have a lot of money, and they can't afford me for the whole movie.
You know what? I bet it wasn't even that. It was probably just like, I don't really want to be in a full-on movie, but Godzilla's pretty cool. Yeah, if you give me a little money, I'll be in there for 2 weeks. I'll give you 2 weeks on set.
I just wish that he would have got some screen time with Godzilla.
Yeah.
That was the bummer.
Yeah.
I think about that, about characters that don't get a lot of screen time with characters in their movie. Mm-hmm. And you don't really think about it. The one that comes to mind the most was Legolas in Lord of the Rings. The only scene that he actually speaks to Frodo is whenever he goes, and you have my cock. I mean, my bow. My elf penis. I've placed it in your hand.
My elf dork.
And
it's made of mithril.
The hard K sounds on that. Hey, I won. Fuck yeah. And that's it. That's the only thing he says.
It, bro.
It's the only thing he says to Frodo is goes, you got my bow.
Yeah.
And then they walk for a ways, not even like a long ways.
You know what one I think about?
What's that?
The fucking Fifth Element. Gary Oldman's literally never on screen with Bruce Willis.
Right.
They don't meet in that movie.
At all.
Ever.
At any point. Come on.
And yet it is a Bruce Willis movie. He's the main character. And Gary Oldman is very much the main villain. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Did you see that?
That was fucking dope.
Godzilla 90s fucks.
I'm enjoying this. This was a, this was a good pick. Ooh.
Do you know why I picked this game?
I don't.
You should.
Because I'm a big Godzilla fan and you wanted to butter me up for something?
No, me and Watson, we went to college together all those years ago.
We did.
And I think we were both still living with our parents at the time.
Yeah.
And one of the things we did one day is we took me and Watson were like, hey, let's go to my house. And then the girl he was banging was like, I'm going to come too. And we're like,
I guess.
I guess.
I fucking guess.
So she sat there for like 3 hours being like, God, what if he shows me his dick? Yeah, you know? And we just played...
If I'm cool, he might get that dick out.
we just sat there and played this game for like 3 hours while she sat there and realized maybe 2.5 hours in that she fucked up. She should not have done this. She made a bad decision.
She may or may not have overplayed her hand a little, sure. Overestimated the I'm a Godzilla guy. What can I say? It's nothing against her at all. I love Godzilla.
No, she thought like we were gonna hang out as a group. It's
and
like
talk and like we were all gonna like play a board game or watch a movie together or something. No, it was pretty exclusionary on our part.
these days, if someone asks if they want to hang out, I will explain to them what I'm going to be doing with the original person that I plan to hang out with and be like, you can come. We're probably not going to talk to you.
Yeah. It's called parallel play.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's how you bond and hang out with someone alone together. You know?
Yeah.
Or, hey, I'm going to do my taxes. Will you sit on the couch and scroll through your phone while I do that? We'll be kind of in the same room, but it won't be interactive per se.
No, we're not going to like hang out really.
And I think that's becoming a lot more socially acceptable as people kind of understand that there is a need for closeness and there is a want for camaraderie, but there isn't always a need to do a thing together or a be quote unquote on.
Right.
You know? Because that's just as draining. I feel like I'm not relaxing when I'm doing that.
I have a pretty solid circle of friends. I think a larger one than most people my age, really.
As far as, close friends that you interact with on a very regular basis, yeah.
I got a solid group, and it's friends that I've had for a long time, Watson being one of them. Most of the time, Watson doesn't come to, like, my D&D session, though. And it's nothing against anyone, really. It's just that I feel weird inviting someone to someone else's house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true. You don't host it, do you?
Right. No, I'm not running the show. Now, if it was my D&D session at my house, I'd be like, yeah, fucking...
Well, that was going to be my follow-up question. Is, if you did host it.
Whoever can come then, you know?
Yeah. But I understand that, though.
But then there's a little bit more to it, though.
Because I also know the people in the group, and they'd be fine with it.
Oh, that too. What I was going to say is that sometimes when You're
not leading a double life where you're like a podcast host by night.
But I am a podcast host
I'm
by
your dirty
night.
little secret.
Oh, me and Watson? No, we're not banging per se, but we do have a podcast.
We're banging out this content.
Hell yeah. Now, what I was going to say is that let's say I have an event of some kind. And let's say it's hosting. This is not going my way. You need to play this game.
You're planning an orgy. I got it. I'm following along.
And I talk about it play this game for me. I talk about the thing that I did with someone else in my friend group. And then they go, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's very much well, where was I?
I'm like, you weren't there. That's where you were.
Yeah. I understand.
And it's nothing personal, but they kind of take it personal sometimes. And then it's fine.
I think it's considered a social faux pas to discuss something that somebody wasn't specifically invited to. But if it's coincident, then I don't think that's,
That's all it is.
It doesn't need to be awkward.
That's all it ever is. If it's not coincidence, you'll never hear about it.
Yeah, it's not, I mentioned your birthday party in front of Susie, and I know you hate Susie, and you didn't want her to know that we partied behind her back. Like, it's not that kind of middle school drama.
Do you do stuff for your birthday? Have you done something for your birthday in recent years? I say years because I can't really nail down anything specific or activity that I took part in when it was my birthday. My wife will give me a gift, and that's dope. I'm way into that. Keep that up, wife.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. This guy's like, we're gonna fight or what? Yeah. Oh, are you better at this than me? I think you might be. Or is Megalon just really hard? That was the character you always went with, was Megalon.
Yeah, Megalon's good.
He does that dig through the ground thing and like come back up.
It can become very you can what do the kids say? You can spam it.
Yeah,
spam that move.
Megalon,
but Godzilla's just got the power, the raw fucking power. Look at that.
God damn. Megalon's this game's Sub-Zero. Overcome. Quit freezing me, man. Overcome.
But Godzilla's just fucking Godzilla.
Overcome.
It's my name in the fucking title, bitch.
So yeah, well, you're trying to kill Anguirus. Can't say his name.
Which era of Godzilla movies do you like?
Birthday thing first.
Do you like the 50s, 60s stuff? Do you like the goofy 70s, 80s? Do you like the real goofy CGI 90s, early 2000s, or the present day incarnation?
Watson's Jehovah's Witness. He doesn't have a birthday. Moving on. I like Shin Godzilla the most. Out of any version of Godzilla, that most recent, very well done, outstanding work. The most recent version of Godzilla, at least the one that I can remember, is Shin Godzilla. And I don't know, there's something... I think it's because he's just so goddamn creepy in that movie. You know?
Yeah.
And he's upsetting. He almost doesn't seem alive. He almost seems like a zombie.
Yeah.
A zombie version of Godzilla. Which is, I think, what they were going for.
Yeah, old dead eyes.
Yeah, you're like, Godzilla, are we still friends? Are you still friend of the people? Do you still fight for the humans? Shin Godzilla is going to kill all of you.
I knew he was powering that up, too, and I let it happen.
See what I mean? There he does.
Yeah, but I popped his ass off.
Nice counterattack.
Thank you, sir.
So that's my
No. Aw.
that's my favorite version of him. But as far as like the entire version of Godzilla, I think it was who was the company that started Godzilla? Starts with a T, doesn't it?
Tojo?
Tojo, yeah. I think the second version of their Godzilla was my favorite. Kind of whenever he started looking mean, you know?
Ooh, yeah, the angry Godzilla.
Angry Godzilla. So
He was pretty neutral in the beginning. It was kind of just a generic face. And then he got a little goofy looking because some of the,
So I guess it's the third version, really.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, he did get goofy looking before he got cool again. I remember that. Oh, awesome. Very nice. Oh, all right.
You're just going to get me on that one, yeah.
It's a cheap
Still
shot.
in it. I'm still in it.
You're still all right. You'll be all right.
Shit.
Maybe.
That's not good. He's just juggling me. But to answer your previous
guy. Fuck.
To answer your previous question, I generally get a drink with friends. I'll do a toast, that kind of thing. Maybe host a movie night. That it's usually real low key. I don't go out or do anything. I'm not it's my birthday week kind of person, you know.
Some folks I know, they're kind of like, it's my birthday, I'm having a whole thing. And I think that's awesome. You know, like they'll invite me to their house and, well, it's a fucking shindig, you know?
It can be. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all. I'm a little more low key. I go to work, I come home. My wife seems to make me some kind of meat, typically a steak. I feel bad for her because she's good at cooking meat. Makes a fucking mean steak, right?
She's great.
Perfect medium rare.
I often smell her cooking whenever I come around.
Cannot stand the sight or the smell of any kind of dead animal.
Yeah, absolutely hates it. Just doesn't like to be around it at all.
Nails it. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe like she doesn't overthink it. She finds the thing like what to do online and says, all right, I'll do exactly this.
She can be, detached and clinical about it.
I'm going to hold my nose the entire time. This motherfucker better be grateful when he gets home and this big old slab of meat's waiting for him. And I am. It's wonderful. Absolutely delightful.
God, he is really getting those in.
Mm-hmm. Megalons, this is my town. This is my town and you're not invited anymore.
Man, he was right up on me again.
This is the same cockroach from that Family Guy bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. What'd you do this week? How was your? We missed it. We're a little late, aren't we?
I wouldn't say we are late. I would say we are shifting our schedule
a little bit. There was a schedule skip, or shift rather. But we're back. We're back on it, baby.
We are just going to be on Fridays now.
Next week
They're going to come out on Fridays
for a little while. That's just what's going to happen.
No, forever.
Oh, forever?
Friday's our day now.
You like it?
That's our day.
All right, cool. I like it. That's cool.
The announcement I put up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Don't make me a fucking liar.
We better stick to it. Something that's kind of
murder me.
It's a fun tradition, and I think I'm going to keep it going until I forget to do it.
Until it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. This is what I do for now. If it changes next week, then it fucking changes next week. Deal with it.
Yeah, that's kind of the nature of our show.
But for now, I have a list.
I like it.
It's another list.
I'm into the list.
It's 2 pages long. The first thing that comes to mind that I would like to discuss that kind of has to do with retro gaming for any 90s kids that had a family computer and you kind of had to like sit at it and play video games at, but there were bills everywhere, is the fucking huge family computer desks.
I love those desks.
Of the 90s.
There's like several cubbies.
I'm going to put one on the screen actually. Like look straight ahead.
God, look at it.
You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Pure 90s. I love it.
There's little slots everywhere. The gigantic CRT monitor is directly in front of you. The speakers have their own little cubby. The bills that your parents haven't paid have their own little cubby. That little slot where all the mail gets shoved in just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it's starting to leak out a little bit.
Yeah, spills out.
It seeps. The tower, the computer tower, has its own little slot and everything. It's up off the ground. You're not allowed to eat at the family computer. If mom catches you with like your fucking juice box or your Capri Sun or your Sunny D, you're fucked. She's going to strike you.
Is there just no defense against that?
Because it's the 90s and it was still perfectly acceptable to hit your kids.
Oh, yeah. It was expected.
Yeah, right. Back in my day...
What, you don't discipline him?
Back in my day, we got in fist fights with our parents. It was awesome. Yeah, a lot of that. You don't discipline him. We had a moderately sized computer desk. It was inherited from a family member, but there were still cabinets above us, and there was just shit shoved in the cabinets. Nothing of any import, just stuff. It was just a place to shove things. And I'm so happy we're kind of getting away from the giant entertainment centers and the gigantic computer desks, because you don't need them. It's just fucking clutter. It's no longer necessary. My next thought that I had this week.
Yeah.
Men in Black, the series. Was
dope.
Was awesome. And that kind of like 90s kid shows, like Men in Black, the series, were pretty good. Ghostbusters Extreme was another one that I really liked. But Men in Black, the series, specifically, was really good. And it stood... I don't know if it stood the test of time.
Oh, no, you son of a bitch.
Are you dead? Oh.
I was holding on, but yeah.
I like how the guy in the helicopter's like, Megalon 1, Godzilla's dead. We are fucked.
We are all fucked.
Civilization is over. Men in Black, the series, was awesome. Like I said, I don't know if it holds up still, but I really liked it.
It does.
Does it hold up
It
still?
holds up pretty well.
All right.
It's pretty fun. If you're into that kind of 90s, early 2000s kind of stuff.
On the other end of that, I'm also grown up.
Mm-hmm.
Trash companies and City Hall are becoming my worst enemies. I have a...
You're becoming an old letter writing man. Yeah.
I have written 2 emails to actual city aldermen about some bullshit that's going on in front of my house that I'm not allowed to like do anything about. I'm kind of a fixer. You know,
your natural inclination is to just go ahead and do what you can to get it fixed yourself, not to wait for bureaucracy to take its effects.
So I'll try to explain what's happened. One, the trash company just straight up took my fucking trash can the other day. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
They said nope, no more trash can for you. And I looked. I was like, did I not pay my bill?
Right. Am I delinquent in some way?
Something. Where did I do? No, everything's on it. They just took it.
Oh, all right.
I've left several messages with City Hall and the trash company. No one has called me back. I guess I have to go.
I guess.
Do I have to go to City Hall?
I guess. You can't fight City Hall.
It reminds me
you're
of
going to have to try.
You can fight City Hall, though. Tenacious D wrote a song about it.
Oh, God, that's a good song.
It's awesome.
How long is that song? That's a long song.
It's like 8 minutes long. So I need to listen to that song and, like, figure out what they did.
Yeah, you need to replicate that.
Go do the thing Tenacious D did to get my fucking trash can back. Because it's not like we have...
I've started to figure out how to hop over him. Have you seen?
I saw it. Very good. It's not like I can go buy a trash can. The trash company gives me their special can that their special truck...
Get up.
They grab it with their grippy thing.
Right.
Just like Megalon did with you.
Right. He does this.
They turn my trash can around and trash goes flying everywhere. And they go, see you next week, dick. I guess not, because the trash can is gone. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do now.
I'm getting closer.
Also, they repaved the street in front of my house, and now it floods. It just fucking floods now.
Yeah, you have a lakefront property now.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't want to talk to you people.
Oh, if you lose a certain amount of times, it doesn't even give you the option anymore to continue.
That sucks.
It's like, why don't you try going back?
Try survival.
Yeah.
Maybe that's easier.
I'm just going to do it.
Are there more characters you can choose from?
No.
God damn it. I didn't do good show prep, did I?
We're going to do...
That one...
that guy.
There was the Godzilla I liked on there. A different version of
And
Godzilla.
we're going to Monster Island at night.
If you got any tips on how to talk to the government... Please give them to me. Because I am fucking stumped. I've tried speaking to them. They don't respond to me.
Well, there's just absolutely no timeline for anything.
No.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating.
The lakefront thing, the lake in front of my house that's appeared, I actually talked to the city department months ago. And he said it will be months till it gets fixed.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm like, all right. Well, at least you're honest.
Yeah, he shot straight with you, I feel like.
He did. He said straight up, I'm not going to fix it.
Yeah, there's nothing I can really do today or most days.
It'll get fixed fucking someday. Maybe. Go fuck yourself. I'm like, can do, Chris. It's his first name. Fuck you, Chris. Greg and Logan Roy in the bathroom where Logan gives a pep talk about being Uncle Fun. Maybe
Oh, hey, are we talking Succession
we're
right
talking
now?
Succession.
Are we talking Succession
we're talking
right now?
Succession right now. If I can fucking say it. Damn. I am on season 3.
Excellent.
Maybe episode 2. I don't recall what episode I'm on, but I finished up season 2 recently of Succession. And like my wife saw me watching the show and she goes, "What? Why are you watching that? It's not. What do you like? It's not my show."
Yeah, what's appealing for you?
And
I'd like to know the same.
it's really good. It's well written. It's fucking sassy.
It's very sassy.
The insults that they hurl at each other are really top notch.
Reminds me of Veep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Top shelf remarks from everybody. No one likes anyone. I hate the people on the show. I want bad stuff to happen to them.
They all deserve whatever comes to them, yes.
For the same reason that like I look at any kind of like 1% fucking white guy, Jeff
Right.
Bezos motherfucker. I want bad shit to happen to him. I want him to lose everything. You know? I want him to feel what it's like to be a fucking human.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why I watch it, because I'm waiting for the next thing to happen. But that particular scene where Greg the Egg is in the bathroom with Logan Roy, and he goes, "My grandpa wants me to quit. Otherwise, he's going to forfeit my inheritance."
Right.
Which is $250 million. His inheritance is $250 million, which I can't even fathom.
Yeah, I can't even think in numbers.
I don't
that
even
big.
know what I would do with that amount of money. And Logan Roy says to him, "Listen, I'll take care of you, so either you're going to hang out with Uncle Fun or go down in flames with Grandpa Grump." And that was the point at the show that made me say, all right, so not everything is well written. Almost everything is well written, but maybe it was written well for the character.
I feel like
It cringed a little bit.
I feel like
you know?
it did take a second one for kind of the show to figure out the characters and the way they operate. Because if you look back at, and I've been doing this rewatch kind of with you on my own, but to get kind of synced up with where you are, and I think they didn't really lock down individual personalities for the kids and their insult style and stuff like that until a little,
For sure.
until a little bit later on. But yeah, that being said, they're such good actors that even the stuff that maybe doesn't quite hang together so nice, it still kind of works.
Right.
You know.
They're all pretty well dressed in the show. Brings me to my next thought that I had that I wrote down this week.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go into a super swanky clothing store like Barney's, where fucking billionaires shop, and just fucking destroy the bathroom. The most earth-shattering, crones-laden shit that I can muster, and just wreck that sumbitch. That's what I want to do. And then like come out of the bathroom and go, wow. Do not go in there like Ace Ventura.
do it Ace Ventura.
I'll Ace Ventura. I know that he made that joke. I just thought of that because the joke's been done.
Yeah.
You go to the rich guy's house, you fuck up his bathroom, and you leave.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's the joke.
That's
It's a
the
great
joke.
It's a great joke.
I want to be part of that joke. It's classic.
It's a classic bit. Yeah.
Just works. Remember that time Seventh Heaven had a huffing episode?
I do.
Okay, that's my next thought that I wrote down this week.
I like it. Fuck a segue. Go.
Right. What are segways? Go fuck yourself. That's what a
That's
Segway
what
is.
A Segway is.
A Segway is a two-wheeled dumb thing they made for a little while.
Didn't the inventor of the Segway die on a Segway?
Probably. How could he not?
That might be the most notable thing about
It's a
it.
stupid design. And then some asshole was like, take the handles off. Now you have hoverboards. And in addition to being extremely dangerous, the hoverboard fucking explodes sometimes. You have a 30% chance of dying if you operate a hoverboard.
Yeah, you do.
What brand? Yep. Exactly. What fucking brand? Take your pick. There was never a hoverboard in Seventh Heaven, but there were... Talk about fucking cringe.
Remember when Mary was on diet pills?
I remember whenever they found weed,
I think they were literally just vitamin supplements, though.
and it's like
They
someone...
treated him like she was on speed.
I think someone added like the Dark Knight Rising music to it or something like that. Or like some kind of like Christopher Nolan, Hans Zimmer shit where it just kept ramping up and getting more and more intense.
Excellent.
And the sex offender dad was like, who we didn't know was a sex offender at the time.
We did not know that.
He goes, nice. Fuck yeah. Well done. He goes, whose weed is it? And all the kids go, I guess it was mine, all at the same time. And then after the kids leave, in the ultimate gaslighting, fucking parental gaslighting I've ever seen, mom goes, it was mine. It was my weed. All right? Why don't you lighten up, Pastor Dad?
I've smoked jazz cigarettes.
It brings me a lot of joy knowing that I live next door to a preacher, like a real live Baptist pastor.
Yeah, Southern Baptist pastor.
Full-on Southern Baptist pastor. They're great neighbors. They leave me alone for the most part.
They're pretty quiet.
Every now and then, he'll walk across my front yard. And the only reason I know this is because I have I got a doorbell camera. Mm-hmm. I can see what's happening. I'll get a notification saying, we spotted movement on your camera. It's neighbor with another one of his tracks.
Yeah, that's never going to stop.
Inviting me to church. And I go,
yeah, he's never going to stop inviting you to church.
That's fine.
He is a pastor after all.
I get it. That's his job.
You know what I mean? Like, that's literally his one job is to, like, if he can't even talk to the guy who lives next door about who can he talk
and
to?
Even if I ever caught him doing it.
And it's not like he's haranguing you.
No.
Like, yeah, let's be clear. We're not ragging on the guy.
He smiles at me if we run into each other in the front yard. Let's say we're both cutting grass at the same time, which I make a point not to, but it has happened before. He'll be like, what do you do about these moles? And I go, nothing. I don't do anything about them.
Right. I'm not hyper-focused on the moles.
I didn't want to tell him about the time that I rescued a mole from one of my dogs.
That's hilarious.
And let it go in the front yard. So then whenever he was like, where are these moles coming from? I go, well, it's probably me.
Probably me.
I did it. My dog was going to eat the mole. And I
did some of the moles.
I did some of the moles in the front yard. I'm sorry.
Get away from him. God.
I'm the mole man.
If he throws me into this fence, I am done for.
Something tells me he's probably an okay guy, though.
He is.
And he doesn't have any deep, dark secrets. And if they are deep, dark secrets, it's probably like he watches porn sometimes. Fuck yes.
No, I don't even think that.
Oh, really?
Having known him for a long time.
You know the guy.
I know him personally.
Full on knows my preacher neighbor.
I know his son. I know his wife. I know them. There's
no pornography.
They're the real deal. Like,
okay.
They're the little pastor family that is not hiding a dark secret.
Maybe some light pornography consumption?
Nope.
Like him and his wife sometimes?
Nope. Like, his son is homeschooled. My mom is my best friend. We're going to go to the craft fair together. Dad's going to write his sermon, and then we're all going to sing Big Rock Candy Mountain.
And kill all of the moles.
And
like, the compassion stops at rodents.
Right, sure. Well, that's manifest destiny, okay? Man should have dominion over the beasts of the land.
Okay.
That's Genesis, baby.
Oh, you're gonna die, bro.
I'm gonna eat it.
You're gonna eat it. King Ghidorah is gonna fuck you up. He can fly. Oh, never mind. You'll be all right.
You can get hit with that fucking radiation breath.
But anyway, there was a Seventh Heaven Huffing episode where the blonde boy child.
He does have that.
Not Jesus, not that boy child.
The child called Jesus.
Starts huffing paint, right? Can you imagine that? Carpenter Joseph's like, Jesus, you can't huff paint. All right? We barely have paint to begin with. Paint barely exists 2,000 years ago.
This is literally just ground up pigment and pig's blood.
Quit fucking huffing it, man.
Smearing it on the stalls of this fucking stable. Can you not?
It's all natural. You can't get high off of it. You get high off of other stuff. You know, don't drink the wine or anything. He's like, don't worry. I'll never drink wine. Just water. Huh. Wink, wink.
Winkety wink.
TikTok really wants me to watch Bicentennial Man. Been getting
It's
a lot
great
of...
fucking movie.
Is it?
No. But it's good.
I like it.
I'll say it's good.
What do you call...
I think it's bonkers to me that iRobot and fucking Bicentennial Man come from the same fucking book.
The kind of movie that I think Bicentennial Man is, I don't know what it's called though, but it's almost like a... what do they call the Matrix cartoon movies where there's like a bunch of different little clips?
An anthology.
An anthology, thank you. The word escaped me.
Yeah,
Bicentennial Man feels like an anthology of different events.
I kept it competitive.
You did.
He beat me, but I kept it competitive.
Yeah, it's like he's got 3 heads or something. Bicentennial Man felt like an anthology. AI with the Haley Joel whatever his face is also felt kind of anthology-esque.
You know, Kubrick wanted to do that movie really bad.
Oh, really?
Wanted to do AI.
Would have been a much worse ending. Not
applicable.
I get it. Outstanding. So yeah, TikTok, if you're getting a lot of videos for Bicentennial Man on TikTok, just know that it's not just you, it's me too. And to wrap this up, don't forget, the reason we're not playing a Nintendo game yet is because Nintendo's lawyers will fuck you into the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So be mindful of that. If you're a Let's Player and you're wondering what game to play, think twice about Nintendo. Think twice about Star Wars. With Godzilla, nobody's tracking Godzilla. Nobody gives a shit.